guys, welcome to my vlog, and for today's vlog I'm gonna share the culture shock that I've experienced when I moved here in the United States, specifically in the Midwest. So isang malaking caution, paunawa, babala sa mga manonood ng video na to. This is based on my personal experience, so other people might have different experience than me, but this is my experience. So just a quick background of myself. In the Philippines, I live in Pasig City. So it's part of Metro Manila. I grew up in Bambang, Pasig. And then we moved in, I think that's Manggahan. I'm not sure kung saan na kami nakatira ngayon. So, doon ako nakatira. And then here, sa America, naka-move naman ako sa Midwest. Population dito is, I think, just 300,000. Very widespread. Malaki yung lot area, pero maliit lang yung population. So, it is a city, but it's not like as huge as Pasig City. Alright, so the first thing that kind of shook me when I first arrived here is how friendly they are to strangers. So, for example, when I first arrived here, someone approached us, me and my family, and asked, basically greet us. This is what he said: "Hi guys, how are you doing?" And I was frozen. It's not like I don't understand him, it's just that my brain doesn't process that a stranger is asking me how am I doing. And yeah, I just can't answer that. My brain kind of went somewhere. My brain is like, someone is asking how am I doing, and my brain is like, who are you, what are you, what do you need, and do you know that I just arrived here? Is that why you're asking how am I? So all the questions run into my brain because talking to strangers is not very common in the city that I lived in before. So yeah, at first I thought that my dad knows the guy, but I asked him and he said no, I didn't know him. And he kind of explained to me that it is very common, or it's a must to actually, when you bump into somebody, you will just greet them and ask them how are they doing. So now when I met somebody, even though I don't know them, I will also say hi and ask how are they doing. So those are very different because in Pasig, I don't know, I can't remember anymore, but I think you don't greet strangers like that, like hi, how are you doing, and then somebody, you will also answer back, hi, I'm doing pretty well, this is my plan for the day. I don't think we give away information like crazy. Yeah, because like another example, second day, we processed my social security ID. So we went to the social security office, and then there is this lady there who sat next to me and then asked me how am I doing. I was like, I'm doing okay. And then my dad also jumped in and he was like, yeah, we're doing okay. She just arrived here like last night, so we're gonna process her social security. And I was like, are we really saying that? But then I was surprised that the lady also like basically say she shared her whole itinerary for that day. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I thought we know each other, but You know, I thought my dad knows her, but well, I guess no. Okay. Yeah, we don't know, but we just share itinerary for that day. So anyway, that's the first culture shock that I experienced here. Just people being friendly and asking, how am I doing? So another culture shock that I've experienced here when I moved is that they don't have security guards. Unlike in the Philippines, security guards are very visible and very present in all entrances of the malls. Here, they're not. So, to be true, sa tinagal-tagal ko nang nakatira dito, parang 3 times or 4 times ko palang nakikita yung security guard namin dun sa mall. Ganon. Wala siya sa entrance ng mall. He's not standing by the entrance of the mall. And then it has like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it has like 4 entrances and there's only one. I think there's only one security guard. Ganon. And yeah, they're not as visible as in the Philippines. You know, there's like 3 security guards or 4 security guards in one entrance. Yeah, no, not here. Actually, when I first applied for a bank account, you know, I applied to have a bank account here. Nagpunta kami sa bank ng tatay ko and nashock ako kasi walang security guard yung bank. Then also when I arrived, there's like what do you call that? They have like a galley. Yeah, you can drink. There's like a hot apple juice and hot tea and coffee. They're serving hot apple juice, hot tea, and coffee because it's winter time. So they were serving those, and that's for free. And they have snacks. So I was like, wow, they have free snacks in the bank with no security guards. Yeah, so those are my culture shock here. I was like, there's no security guard. I feel unsafe, but then I get used to it. It takes time for me to get used to it. Sometimes I'm scared that they don't have security guards. Most especially sa mga nangyayari dito sa United States na may mass shooting, ganyan-ganyan, shooting sa school, sa mall. I always think na, hindi yan mangyayari no, that wouldn't happen in the Philippines, like shooting in the mall. But, yeah, that won't happen in the Philippines because there's so many security guards. But here, it's like, it's so easy to go inside the mall with a gun and no one will notice it. But also, this part of the Midwest per se, this state that I'm living right now, they are very big on the Second Amendment, which basically says that, you know, citizens can carry guns. So I think it's very common here to, like, a household have multiple guns. Like, you know, sometimes they're also in display, and most people here collect guns. So yeah, I don't think they needed security. So that's why. All right, this next culture shock is making me tired just thinking about it. It is called daylight savings. So in the Philippines we don't have it because the sunset and our sunrise doesn't really varies. Like, they're like around the same time. But here is very different. So we need to do something about that. And they did something about that, and they call it daylight savings. So just so this year, our daylight saving starts March 13, I believe. March 13, and it will end November 6. I cannot wait for November 6. So basically, last March 13, we lose 1 hour of sleep because instead of our clock, instead of going 2 o'clock, it went 3 o'clock a.m. It always happened on a Sunday, which is good, but I am cranky on Monday because of daylight savings. I'm so tired on Sunday and cranky on Monday. So yeah, daylight savings, they said we do this because of the farmers. You know, they need to work on their field early in the morning and they need lights. But you know, technology changed now, so hopefully they will demolish daylight savings. They have a bill to demolish it, so hopefully it will get approved and mawala na talaga yung daylight savings kasi oh my gosh, it's so tiring. So I think this is how it goes. So spring forward. So spring forward, it means yung 2 a.m. mo naging 3 a.m. So you're going to miss 1 hour of sleep. Okay, you lose 1 hour of sleep. And then fall, we call it fall back, and then you will gain 1 hour of sleep. So your 2 a.m. it will be 1 a.m. So spring forward, fall back. And it's because super drastic kasi yung changes dito kapag ka winter versus summer. So summer, yung sunset and sunrise namin is very different sa sunset and sunrise kapag ka winter time. So winter time, actually nagsaset yung sun ng 4:30 or 5 p.m. nagsiset yung sun during winter time. And then magsa-sunrise ng mga 7:30 a.m. So it's quite a long night. But long night, short days. But during summertime, it'll be the other way around. Very long day and short night. So summertime, pwedeng mag-sunrise ng 5:30 a.m. And then magsa-sunset siya ng 10 to 10:30 p.m. So like before, me and my mom is like FaceTiming each other, and she asked me, I thought it's 9 p.m. there already and you're about to sleep. And I was like, yep, it's 9 p.m. And then she was like, then how come it's like noontime? Parang tanghaling tapat talaga dito yung 9. Super bright pa yung sun, ganyan. So, yeah. Very long days and short night kapag ka summer. So, that is why they have daylight savings. But for me, it just really doesn't matter. Like, just remove daylight savings. Fixed. Don't change the time. Okay? Just fix the time and just it will make people less cranky. And actually, based on a lot of studies, it causes a lot of heart attacks. So hopefully they will remove daylight savings. So that is like one of the worst things that I've experienced is daylight savings. It's just so hard for me to accept that. My body is having a hard time accepting that. My mind, it's okay, but my body, no. So yeah, daylight savings. There are also some states that don't do daylight savings, like Arizona, because they have a pretty fixed sunset and sunrise. So yeah. Next is transportation. the Philippines, or at least in Pasig, where I stayed or where I live, where I'm from, is we have a lot of choices when it comes to public transportation. We have tricycle, pedicab, jeepney, van, FX, LRT, MRT, what else? Buses, trains, PNR, shout out. We also have like, I don't know, I'm confused, but I know like we have like something like Uber, Lyft. I don't know what you guys have in the Philippines, but it's either Uber, Lyft, or Mama Move or Lala Move. We also have Angkas. I think Angkas is very famous during pandemic. Just my perception. I think people do a lot of Angkas rides during pandemic. So yeah, we have a lot of choices when it comes to public transportation. Yeah, some of us in the Philippines still own cars, but because of the, what do you call that? Like if your plate number ends in this letter and coding, coding. We have coding in the Philippines. We don't have coding here in America. So whatever number, whatever letters your plate number is, you can drive it on Wednesday. Yeah, so that's the difference. Here in the city that I'm living right now, like I said, it's not huge like New York. But we have a public transportation. We have buses that goes around the city. I haven't tried it. But one thing I know for sure is that a bus will stop at the bus stop every hour. It's like a tongue twister. So a bus will stop at the bus stop every hour. So if you miss it, then you have to wait. And it's not cool to wait for like 15, 30, or 45 minutes when it's winter. I will freeze to death. It's not for me, but I saw people do that. Because of that, a lot of people here actually own their own cars. So it is a necessity. So you need to acquire your driver's license. You need to learn how to drive if you don't know how to. Most cars here are automatic, so it's good. So you have to acquire driver's license, learn how to drive, and bought a car. Yeah. So those are necessities here when you live in the Midwest and some part of the US.